Every day, I come home and go straight to my new lawn chair. I prop my feet up on my blank paper white desk, pick up my phone, and start to scroll. Hundreds of Instagram reels. I told myself, I was waiting for a text, but really, I was waiting for a spark of motivation that I knew wasn't coming. If it wasn't Instagram, it was Roblox. Hours disappearing into a digital world while the real world sat untouched on my desk. Did I have homework? Yes. Tests to study for? Always. Did I do that on time? Honestly, no. I lived on a diet of, I'll do it later, and a dangerous lie, I don't need to study, I'll do well anyway. I wasn't worried about failing. I was addicted to the adrenaline of the deadline. I truly believe I could finish a 2-hour assignment in 30 minutes at 9 p.m. Sometimes I pulled it off, but I never actually learned anything. I was just surviving, promising myself the next time would be different, only to wake up and hit the reset button on the same cycle. Finally, my mom looked at me and said the words that stuck. You're ruining yourself. If you keep delaying your life, you'll never find a way out. This is procrastination. We all do it, but we really understand it. We think of it as time management or laziness, but it's actually about mood management, because we purposely delay tasks, preferring to work under pressure to make us feel challenged or motivated. Even so, research shows we aren't all the same kind of delayer. There are actually 6 distinct types of procrastinators. First, perfectionists puts off tasks out of fear of not being able to complete a task perfectly. Dreamer, they're not good at paying attention to detail. The defier, you don't like people telling you what to do with your time, so you rebel by doing nothing. The warrior, you're afraid of change, so you stay in the known safety of your phone. The crisis maker, you need the cliff. You don't feel alive or motivated until the clock is screaming at you. Overdoer, takes on too much and struggles the right time to find a complex task. A misconception of procrastination is that people who procrastinate are lazy, except procrastination can be derived from many different reasons. So what exactly causes procrastination? For starters, overestimating. An example could be, we assume projects won't take that long to finish. We have plenty of time to complete a certain task, leading to a false sense of security, making us wait till we're in the right state of mind, but in reality, the right frame of mind never mattered, because it never came along, making you delay your work even further till the deadline. Or a present bias, which is becoming more motivated by immediate gratification rewards such as watching TV, scrolling through social media, or playing video games, than by long-term rewards like publishing a blog post or graduating, which takes more longer to accomplish. Except these causations can occur to mental health disorders also. For instance, depression, which can make you feel hopeless and lack of energy, leading to self-doubt. Obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, which is linked to a maladaptive perfectionism, causing the fear to make mistakes, making someone very indecisive. So lastly, ADHD, which is an attention deficit or hyperactivity disorder where you can become distracted by outside stimuli, internal thoughts that become hard to start a task, specifically when the tasks are too difficult or not interesting enough for an individual. Leading to the reason why I chose to dive into this project, because I was ready to give up on myself. I felt like I was failing the path to greatness, the path of getting good grades, getting to the top 20 colleges if possible, and working a job 40 hours in a week. Because when you spend your day waking up, sitting at a desk, eating on schedule, doing sports, and coming home 3 more hours to work, burnout isn't a possibility. It's an inevitability. We move homework to the last possible hour because our brains are literally starving for a moment of autonomy. We procrastinate to reclaim the time the system took from us. Our education system was designed over 124 years ago. It's a factory culture. It was built to make us behave similarly, work on whistle, and value output over understanding, leaving us with little to no skill for life itself, and losing the contrast of motivation of things we once loved. As the months went by, and as I continued my research throughout my project, I felt quite lost.
I wasn't able to find a direct solution to procrastination, and I realized I kept bouncing off different methods due to making it hard to adjust to a rigid and sustained routine. I first tried the Pomodoro method, but 25 minutes felt like an eternity, and 5 minutes break stretched to 30 minutes of distraction. I then tried music. It was distracting in some aspects, as I couldn't find a suitable music for my work. Lastly, I tried study groups, but we just ended up rushing our work and ending up playing video games instead. Most perfect students weren't perfect. They were self-aware. They recognized the dopamine loop. They knew social media was an instant gratification trap. The shutdown response. They realized when the workload felt impossible, like for AP classes, their brain's natural response was to do nothing. And the avoidance strategy. Feeling the procrastination is an emotional shield used to avoid tasks that feel boring or meaningless. Leading to my final conclusion. Procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's a deeply human response to a world that asks us to be machines. By studying my own distractions, I found a way to stop hating myself for them. My system still isn't perfect. I still have days where the launcher wins, but the difference now is that I move from the guilt to understanding it. My system is about realizing that we are in a failing system. Sometimes the system designed for us is what makes us want to hit the pause button in the first place.